Welcome back, my name is Carrie, and today I'm going to show you the top 10 prefab homes of the year. Every year, this is one of my favorite videos to make because it's a look back at what happened in prefab homes over the last 12 months, and I'm confident this is the most competitive field of homes to date. This year, I made over 104 videos on prefab homes, and I want to give a big thank you to everyone who watched a video, left a like on a video, or made a comment on a video, even if it was to fire off a shot at the host. A lot happened in the industry this year, including but not limited to the first ever vertical prefab home on the channel. So believe me when I tell you, narrowing it down to 10 was way more challenging than the wardrobe portion of planning this video. Honestly, it wasn't even close. Cuts Clothing has decided to give everyone watching a deal on their gear. I wear it pretty much daily. It fits great and doesn't shrink. Simply click on the link below and enjoy the savings. For this year's countdown, I'm featuring individual prefab homes, and as always, it's officially unofficial, merely a collection of homes that I saw this year that I think are some of the coolest in the entire world. In the number 10 spot is a home that had crowds lining up at this year's International Builders Show, the A-Frame Modular Peak from Zook Cabins. The A-Frame Modular Peak is a modular home that ships in 3 pieces and is described as where timeless design meets modern living. Basically, the way this home gets set up, you've got 2 modules on the bottom with a hinged roof and 1 on top across the back, making up the main bedroom. The result is a head-turning exterior that is accented with the textured black metal roof, black windows, and Luna wood siding. It's available in 3 different sizes, but Zook took the middle child to the show, which has a footprint of 30 by 48 for a total square footage of 1,880 over the 2 floors. Inside, the home features a wide open kitchen, living, and dining space on the main floor, along with a bedroom and bathroom. Upstairs is a bedroom suite that has all sorts of space for activities, easily enough room for me to pretend like I'm going to do a home workout more than once a year. Here's a look at the floor plan, which is always as good a time as any to tap away on the like button. The A-Frame Modular Peak is available all over the United States, with the exception of Alaska and Hawaii. The number 9 spot this year is reserved for a well-rounded prefab home that combines stylish features with an affordable price tag. The Barossa from AJC Modular Down Under. The Barossa is described as the ultimate in spacious modular living for those who don't want to compromise on comfort or style. Located in Australia, AJC Modular currently delivers across the country. However, I have heard murmurings that more countries are in the works, so definitely one to watch going into 2026. The Barossa is 720 square feet with a front living room, kitchen, a laundry room, and 2 mirror image bedrooms at the back. It has a modern look with a shed roof and plenty of windows for natural light. One of the things that I like about how AJC operates is they've got 2 different pricing options available. So you can take it from the factory, or you can have it delivered and set up, aka turnkey. Pricing starts at 151,600 Australian dollars, which works out to right around 100,000 USD. Number 8 is without a doubt one of the coolest looking homes of the year, with a facade that provides natural light on both the first and second floor. Yeah, you heard that right. This is a 2-story. Hailing from the Netherlands, the Milhome 60 is a 60 square meter or 645 square foot prefab home with one of my favorite exteriors of the entire year. The exterior is a combination of a black front, wood sides with a black accent, giving it a distinct look and making it a standout in this top 10. Inside, the Milhome 60 is separated into 2 areas. The main floor has the kitchen, a half bath, and a living room with big windows and a patio door off the front. The second floor is where you'll find a bedroom, a flex space that could potentially be used as a bedroom, and the other half bath. Here's a look at the floor plans, and while you look at those, I'll get into the pricing. The Milhome 60 currently starts at 189,000 euros, which works out to about 305 Canadian or 222,000 USD. The number 7 spot is for those watching from the US feeling left out in the cold after the 2-story in the Netherlands. Don't panic, you can get 2-story homes stateside as well. This is the Terrace 900 from Aura Dwellings. This Terrace 900 is located in Austin, and instead of stacking them directly on top of each other, the design has them set perpendicular, and that completely changes the look. There is a lot to like about this design, but one of the best features is how the top section creates a covered porch on the bottom directly off the living room. And yes, it also has a rooftop deck. So the bottom section is 16 feet wide by 24 feet long for 384 square feet on the ground floor, in which they've got the kitchen, living space, and a half bath. The dimensions up top are 16 feet wide by 36 feet long for a total of 576 square feet. That's where they've located both bedrooms and another bathroom. If you're looking for a 2-story prefab home available in the United States that has the look, this might be it. Here's a shot of the floor plan. If you want more time with it, feel free to pause it right now because there is a lot more to talk about and I've got to keep moving. The 6th spot on this year's list is a home with enough space for the whole family and then some that was holding down center court at the home show in Louisville. I present to you the Sunnyside from Ritzcraft. Ritzcraft has been building homes for over 65 years, describe themselves as where quality meets affordability, and to date have built over 100,000 homes. That's a lot. The Sunnyside has dimensions of 30 feet wide by 58 feet long for a total footprint of 1,748 square feet, making it the biggest rancher-style home on this list. In that space, they've got 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms with a center living room and kitchen for an open floor plan. The Sunnyside is designed to go on a basement, so anything you want and don't see upstairs could definitely go down below. Here's a look at the floor plan. As you can see, they've got bedrooms on either end of the home, which I like in a home this size because it opens up the middle of the plan and there is less wasted space on a long haul. In the number 5 spot is a home that's brand new this year and got extra points because there was a dog on site and I got to throw a stick for it. Yes, I'm talking about the Kota Classic. The Kota Classic shakes things up in their line with the new peaked roof, giving the brand an entirely new look that I think is going to bring them an entirely new audience and buyer. Built on a steel reinforced timber frame, the Kota Classic is said to unite modern modular construction with natural warmth and lasting quality. The Kota Classic has usable space of 555 square feet, in which they've got 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, a loft, and a sauna. From the minute I arrived at the Kota Classic, I knew my favorite feature was the look they created on the outside, specifically from the end. Something about the roof peak, dark siding, covered porch, and accent lighting just really did it for me. Here's a look at the floor plan. Front living room, boom. Loft, boom. Bathroom, sauna, and bedroom. The Kota Classic starts at 97,900 euros, which is roughly 116,000 USD or around 160,000 Canadian dollars. In the 4th spot is a home that almost needs a different category altogether. If I was to make a list of the top 10 compounds of the year, it would be on that list as well. Likely at the top. On a hillside overlooking the lake near Kelowna, British Columbia, I toured a prefab home that is available in both Canada and the United States, the HO5 from Honombo. Technically, it was 2 HO5s connected by a covered entrance, but who's counting? Honombo describes the HO5 as an open concept layout designed for spacious daily living. By far my favorite feature about the HO5 was the wall of windows on the front, which would be awesome anywhere, but this property did have an outstanding view. The HO5 is 1,600 square feet, in which they've got 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, and a living room, dining room, kitchen section that extends the entire front. Here's a look at the floor plan, and while you're looking at that, I'll note that Honombo builds with steel and will deliver homes all the way out to Hawaii. The HO5 has a starting price of about 486,000 USD or around 572,000 Canadian dollars. I wouldn't feel right about this list if I didn't have representation from a company building affordable options in the top 3, so holding down the 3rd spot is The Grove from Wavy. For anyone who hasn't heard of Wavy, they're a Korean company building steel frame prefab homes that are working on expanding into new markets. One of the things that I like about what they're doing over at Wavy is they're combining the best of both worlds with affordability and style to produce a home that's both stylish and affordable. A couple simple details they've added to the exterior to give it the extra style I'm talking about are the offset roofline, the light fixtures on the front, and the awnings. I think this exact Grove model has since shipped to the United States since my visit to Korea, so it will be interesting to see how this expansion plays out. Here's a look at the floor plan. While you're looking at that, I'm going to get into their pricing. While I was there, this Grove was listed at $60,000 US, but keep in mind that doesn't include shipping. The runner-up on this year's list of the top 10 prefab homes is the most revolutionary home that I saw, and it was by a wide margin. I present to you the DQ Tower. With dimensions of only 13 feet by almost 14 feet, the DQ Tower can fit in tight spaces, making it a great option for an ADU or holiday home. While every other prefab home is horizontal, the DQ Tower sits on end, vertically. It has a total living space of 420 square feet over 3 floors, and it ships in one piece. It has a living room, kitchenette, and half bath on the ground floor, a bedroom and bathroom on the second floor, and the main bedroom is on the top floor with almost a full wall of windows. What you're able to get on such a small parcel of land isn't the only thing I like about the DQ Tower. It also looks awesome. Have a look at this exterior. Big windows, aluminum facade, and the combination of black, gray, and dark gray metal with different designs and textures give it a very sleek look. The DQ Tower has a base price of 150,000 euros, which works out to about 176,000 USD or 241,000 Canadian dollars. Well, if you made it this far into the video, you are in for a real treat. At the top of this year's list is a 1-bedroom plus loft prefab home that is said to transcend traditional prefab concepts by offering remarkable versatility. Yep, I'm talking about the Lodge from Loyal Prefabs. The Lodge is a 752 square foot, 1-bedroom plus loft prefab home that has a look and feel about it both inside and out that I didn't see anywhere else. The exterior features wood siding with black frames on big windows that let natural light into the living space, kitchen, and main bedroom. Inside feels incredibly spacious with high ceilings and warm with wood floors, ceiling, and walls. To make this build even more appealing, they've designed it in a way that it can be added onto if the buyer needs more space down the road. So you can really never outgrow it. The Lodge is a combination of craftsmanship, quality, design, and feel, all rolled into 752 square feet. Here's a look at the floor plan, and while you check that out, I'm going to get into the pricing. The Lodge starts at 365,000 Canadian dollars, which works out to around 270,000 USD, and they're currently available in both Canada and the United States. There you have it, folks, and as a reminder, if you want a deal on the shirts that I wear in every single video, you can get that by clicking on the link in the description down below. I'm going to put it near the top. I hope you enjoyed this year's top 10. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next